We are live. Hey there, guys. How's it going? Welcome to the Free China live stream. It's me, your host, Lewis, wearing his funky 1960s Hawaiian shirt for some reason. I don't know why. I just thought it looked pretty cool. What do you guys think of the shirt? Does it look ridiculous? Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. We have quite a few people in already. I can see here's Jasmine. She says, intro, love Taiwan. Or is that the Taiwan emoji? It always comes up as something weird on my screen for some reason. Yeah, snazzy shirt. Thank you, man. I've had this for years, when I used to work in the vintage clothes business. This is one of the souvenirs from those days. So, yeah, we have an interesting show for you guys today. We're back in the office, in the studio. No more outside live streams, walking around talking nonsense. We've got to report on what's going on in Taiwan and China, and this is the best way to do it. So let's get to it, shall we? Okay, let's get this up on the screen. And our first clip. Oh, yeah. Everybody loves a good China robot fail, right? Those CCP shills, they're always bragging about how amazing China's futuristic robots are. And more than often, we see clips of them just failing absolutely miserable, falling all over. There was even one clip where one robot just completely flipped out, went berserk, started flailing its arms all over the place, and it looked like it was trying to kill its master. Like there was something that we didn't know about, right? That the master was probably abusing it and the robot had enough. Kind of like that Will Smith film, I, Robot, the robot had enough. You hear about this, you hear this sort of story in a lot of movies, don't you? Like machines getting fed up with humans and taking over, like in Terminator and The Matrix. So anyway, I digress. We have another epic robot fail from China. So let's have a look at it. Let me take myself out of here so you can see it in its full glory. It was trying to do some kind of like Michael Jackson dance or something like that. It even had the hat, and then it just fell over and started flailing all over the place. We need to see that again. We can't just play it one time. We must do a replay of this. That's probably one of the best robot fails I've ever seen. So good. I have to play it 3 times. I'm sorry, guys, but that was just too good. Oh god, it's really trying its best to get up. It really, really is trying its best to get up, and it can't. Oh. So the next time one of those CCP shills talks about how amazing China's robots are, yeah, just send them that clip it out of this stream, send it to them, and let them know that China's robots suck ass. Yeah, man. China 2070. All right, let's move on to the next clip. So this one, yeah. Wow. So this clip is from Kunming. This is called Changshui International Airport in Kunming. I've actually been to Kunming before. It was all right. It was a little overrated, I think. Very, very touristy part of China, It's like got a sort of like subtropical climate, and there's a mountainous region called Dali. It's kind of overrated. I didn't find it that remarkable, to be honest with you. But anyway, at Kunming Changshui International Airport, which I didn't go to, by the way, I took a train there. But yeah, there was a little bit of a leak. Let's just say that this is some leaked footage from that scene. fairly modern airport. It was raining, and rain decided to come inside. Let me turn that volume down. It's too loud. Yeah, there's some real leak footage here. So in a newish airport, you've got a massive leak. You've got a waterfall. It's a natural splendor of. This is why people go to Kunming, to see the airport waterfall. Oh my god, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. And it's interesting because the name of the airport is Changshui. Now, shui in Chinese, in Mandarin, means water. So I guess it's appropriately named, right? Changshui International Airport. Long Water International Airport. Quite an appropriate name for it right now, considering it's just filling up with water. Yeah. I mean, you really would, like, I would get out of there, to be honest with you, in case the roof caves in. And it's not just one leak, it's multiple leaks by the looks of things. So this is China's amazing infrastructure. You know, something that the shills always brag about, they go on about, don't they? They constantly banging on about China's infrastructure. It's in the future. Well, if their infrastructure was in the future, why have we got this big leak happening in a very modern airport? Doesn't make sense. So we have a massive tofu dreg airport, it would seem, which is just, yeah, it's just annoying that these shills constantly push this propaganda because the CCP wants everyone to think how modern China is, you know. But the problem is they always take shortcuts when they're building these buildings. They use materials that just aren't fit for purpose. They rush it. They get it built really quickly, and then this is the result. You have massive leaks. You have serious problems. You have infrastructure problems. Buildings are collapsing, airports are falling apart, subways are just, you know, like when there's a lot of rain, then you know it becomes a water slide. It's just really terrible what's going on in China. And these shills bragging about the infrastructure is actually doing a disservice to the people of China, you know, because it's really just a whole lot of lying, and it's not good. It's just awful, actually. Anyway, let's move on. Rant over. I'm so sorry about my ranting. I can't help it. Pisses me off, you know. These shills really piss me off. All right, the next clip comes from Hangzhou. Okay, and we just saw some water at the airport in Kunming. Now we're going to see some water in Hangzhou, and we're going to see the quality of the water. All right, so let's see. Play. Why is it not playing? Okay, so he's like, look at the water in Hangzhou. He said this is new. This face mask is new. Kojao. All right. So he's turning on the tap or faucet, whatever you want to call it. Just letting it run through the face mask. And let's see the result. Okay, so he's done it for a few seconds, like 20 to 30 seconds. Whatever. Look, whoa. What do you think? This is Hangzhou. Yeah, I mean, it's green. What can you say about that other than that is disgusting? Yeah, that's gross. Let's see it again. Look. That is green. And yeah, this is a problem in China and also in a lot of other developing countries. Even in Taiwan, you cannot drink the water from the tap. But yeah, this is another thing about China, you know. But I'm pretty sure even in Taiwan, the water would not make that mask go green. If anybody in Taiwan is watching this, could you maybe do a test like that for me and show me the result? I doubt it's going to be like that. And, you know, a lot of people in China, they actually do drink the tap water. Yeah, granted, they do boil the water, but even boiling it, I don't think boiling it is really going to help this situation, right? I did see a lot of other videos lately, and I was going to talk about it, but I've seen it covered quite a lot recently in from other like YouTubers, and I just thought, what's the point? You know, you've already seen it, but there was a lot of like water coming out of the taps that was almost like poop. You know, it was like shit in the water, like literal feces coming out of the tap when people turned it on. So yeah, the water quality in China is awful. I think there was a statistic, was it? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think 90% of the water in China is contaminated. That's pretty bad. Considering, you know, that's like almost the whole country, right? I'll tell you what, those people who live in that area where there's 10%, they're lucky, right? But yeah, the tap water in China is awful. And just think, you know, people when they take a shower, this is the water that they're showering in as well. It's pretty gross. It's pretty gross. You know, but yeah, China is the future, right? You can't even drink the tap water. Okay. Next, we're going to move on. We've got a
非常
really
多。
interesting one next. Okay. So, this is really, really ridiculous. Okay. So, recently, some ministers in the British Parliament, they've been urged to explain something. Apparently, the UK is about to decide whether or not to reinstate extradition of people from Hong Kong. Whew. This is really, really bad news. This is scary because there are 150,000 Hong Kongers right now living in the UK. They fled to the UK to get away from the national security law in China. Um, and now they're talking about possibly coming up with a deal with Hong Kong to extradite Hong Kongers back to Hong Kong. And you know what the CCP is like? They just arbitrarily make up anything. They could just make up any story. They could say that somebody's a criminal just to get them back to Hong Kong, even though that person is completely innocent. This is really, really scary. So, this comes from the shadow Home Office Minister, Alicia Kearns, and she is urging the government to ensure protections will be put in place for the people from Hong Kong. Because now, as it stands, the UK doesn't have an extradition treaty with Hong Kong. This was suspended in 2020 by the previous Conservative, the Tories. They suspended it because of the whole national security law thing imposed on Hong Kong around that time. And they thought that it would be unfair to grant Hong Kongers the right to live in the UK, but then there'd be a possibility of them getting sent back. So it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So this treaty would mean that Hong Kong, they could just request someone living in the UK suspected of a crime at home, and they could be handed over to face justice in Hong Kong, which is technically China, right? Or vice versa. Somebody uh, from the UK living in Hong Kong could be sent back. So yeah, it's really scary. It's really scary. You know, this could really lead to human rights abuses. And man, yeah, this is just really scary stuff. You know, I mean, not only do the people in Hong Kong have to put up with this mega embassy, where it could be like a massive spy base. But now they have to worry that they could be sent back to Hong Kong because of this new treaty that is potentially going to happen. Oh my God. So, yeah, the ministers have now introduced a law change in the Commons. which would tweak how Hong Kong is designated under the 2003 Extradition Act. The statutory instrument introduced in the Commons on July 17th would effectively re-establish an extradition route with Hong Kong. Wow. So hopefully this doesn't happen. And Alicia Kearns is doing a good job. She's really trying to fight this tooth and nail in the British Parliament. And there is a letter that she sent as well. I'm not going to read it. I'll just put it on the screen. And then maybe if you guys are interested later on, you want to read it, then you can pause it and give it a read. Let me just get it big full screen here. So yeah, you can just pause it if you want to read it. There we go. All right, cool. So yeah, scary stuff for Hong Kongers, and let's hope that the ministers overturn this rule, because it is, yeah, it's really just terrifying for these poor people in Hong Kong who have, they've already dealt with a lot of stuff. They've had to relocate to another country to get away from the CCP, and now it seems the CCP are getting a stronger foothold here in the UK. Yeah, bad times, man. Bad times here in the UK. But hey, at least I've got my Hawaiian shirt on, so we'll bring some sunshine in. Anyway, yeah, let's move on to our main topic. Very interesting, guys. Alrighty, this is interesting stuff. Let me get myself full screen so we can talk about it. All right. Okay, so Taiwan won a silver medal in Taekwondo at the FISU Summer World University Games. I looked it up. It stands for Fédération Internationale du Sport Universitaire. My French is terrible. But these games are being held in Germany. And like I just said, Taiwan won a silver medal in Taekwondo. It's the second men's silver medal ever won by Taiwan at this event. The last one was in 2017. So it's been a long time since they won a medal. They were about to receive their sorry, I can't spoke right. Their congratulatory telegram when all of a sudden, two little pinks from China tried to seize the telegram as the team prepared to speak with the media with a bunch of reporters. A man and a woman from China pushed their way to the front and they tried to grab the letter. They pushed and they shoved and a scuffle broke out. Let's watch it. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? He's like, come on. Don't try and take thing. What are you saying? What are you trying to take? You're breaking the rules. And the Chinese people are saying, they're saying that the message violates the event's rules or something like that. They're asking, is it addressed to Chinese Taipei or to Taiwan? He's like, congratulations. Okay, so this guy here is the hero of the day. Like, what an absolute legend. I love this guy. Like, what an absolute legend this guy is. So this guy his name is Chuang Shunfa. I hope I said that right. And he's a reporter from Taiwan's Formosa TV, and he's the guy that was pushing the little pinks out of the way, telling them to get lost. I mean, honestly, what were these little pinks thinking about? Trying to, I mean, the fact that they're trying to take this congratulatory telegram from two taekwondo experts who just got a silver medal in taekwondo, isn't that kind of hilarious? Can you imagine if they actually grabbed it from them? The taekwondo guys would have put them on their ass. They would have got their asses handed to them, and I really kind of was hoping that was going to happen, to be honest with you guys. I would have loved to have seen some little pinkies get like taekwondo thrown, whatever you call it, to the ground. That would have been epic. But they were very reserved and very patient, and they didn't do anything. But this guy here, the reporter for Formosa TV, is an absolute legend. I love this guy. He's my new hero. He's the hero of Taiwan. He's Taiwan's defender. What an awesome guy this is. What a hero. So let's look at it. We'll look at it from another angle. So can you see the guy's head at the front of the screen? This is the reporter from Taiwan. The guy behind him is one of the little pinks. It's just ridiculous how they tried to snatch that telegram from them. Why the hell would you do that? Don't take our things. Breaking the rules. I mean, sorry, so you're trying to snatch something? You're saying that they're breaking the rules, but you are trying to snatch something from somebody, you know, right in front of like journalists and everything. Is that how you deal with it? If you think somebody is breaking the rules, go and report it. Do not try and take matters into your own hands, you absolute gimps. Now they're just telling them to get lost. Amazing. Yeah, you just look like they just look like complete fools. Just complete fools, like gimps, you know.
Taipei, Chinese Taipei.
And he's like, Chinese Taipei. Oh god, what a legend. What a legend. You know, isn't it humiliating enough for Taiwan that they have to change their name for the Olympics or any international sporting event? They can't be called Taiwan. Oh no, because that'll piss off China. Oh no. They call themselves Chinese Taipei. They're not allowed to use their national flag because, oh no, it'll piss off China. Come on. Like, seriously. Why are these international bodies at these sporting events allowing China to control the narrative? It's so freaking frustrating. It's just really brings my piss to a boil. Like, seriously, guys, what is going on in this world? It's stupid, right? So apparently at this event as well, Taiwan beat China in the men's table tennis finals and won a gold medal. And this is when China got really pissed off. And this is when they started ramping up the harassment of Taiwan. So apparently the spectators, I haven't got footage of this. I basically prepared this stream at the last minute, to be honest with you guys. Sorry. But apparently the Taiwanese crowd were chanting Taiwan Jiayo, which means let's go Taiwan, come on Taiwan. And apparently the Chinese got really pissed off. The people from China got furious at this because they're not supposed to be calling them Taiwan. There's they're known as Chinese Taipei, right? So it's just ridiculous. And apparently, I keep saying apparently, don't I? Like, so there was a Taiwan flag hanging up at a relay station for for Team Taiwan or Chinese Taipei, and they pressured the people from China pressured the event to remove the flag. It's just ridiculous. And now they're trying to snatch things from the Taiwanese athletes who competed really hard. They won a silver medal, and they're trying to take away Taiwan's glory, which is why I named the stream that. It's just ridiculous, man. Like, why do they keep doing this? You've seen it time and time again. We saw it last year at the Olympics, where they the Taiwanese fans had flags holding up at the events, and the Chinese complained and actually got security to physically come and remove the people who were holding Taiwan's flag. We've seen it no end of times at sporting events. China are just sore losers, okay? Especially these little pinks. They just can't take losing. They can't take Taiwan getting any publicity, they just really hate to see Taiwan happy. That's what it feels like. They hate to see Taiwan win at things and celebrate and celebrate their country's victories. The CCP, the little pinks, cannot take it. So let's have a look at the actual letter. Okay, so this is the letter that they received for winning the silver medal. And I'll just translate it for you here. Okay. So, and they were worried, the little pinks were worried that it mentioned Taiwan on the letter. Well, yeah, actually it does. That really small print that you can see just below, like the red writing at the top, there's the really tiny small print. It says Taiwan Education and Sports Administration competition message number 11400000101. So it says Taiwan. It doesn't say Chinese Taipei. Okay, so the message basically reads Wang Zhuocheng, Hong Zhuanyi, and Zhong Zhuanjie, athletes of the Taiwan delegation to the 32nd Ryan Ruhr World University Games in 2025. We are pleased to hear that you won the silver medal in the men's team taekwondo sparring event at the 32nd World University Games in 2025. Your performance is outstanding and deserves special recognition. I would like to extend my sincere congratulations. And this is what the little pinks were trying to snatch. Rather pathetic, isn't it, guys? Let's be honest. It's very, very pathetic, petty. You don't see Taiwan doing this when China wins anything. Just imagine they did. Imagine like how China would react to this, how the CCP would react to this. They would probably like threaten to invade Taiwan or something. I mean, not that they don't do that all the time anyway, but they would probably even invade Taiwan over that, Taiwan's constantly walking on eggshells just because they don't want to upset China. And the whole world is just letting China do this. It's just ridiculous. It's horrible, actually. It's horrible. And I'm ashamed that I live in a country that just goes along with what China wants. I'm embarrassed by that. I think the world should be embarrassed that we are literally like kowtowing to an authoritarian regime. And, we're just throwing other democracies in front of the bus. We're just ignoring other democratic countries that really deserve to be recognized. Yeah, we live in a screwed up world, guys. We really do. We really do. Anyway, congratulations to Taiwan for winning winning the silver and the gold in the table tennis and in the taekwondo. Congratulations to Taiwan. You did a good job. Okay, the last thing that I just want to quickly talk about. I've got a new video. I uploaded it a couple of days ago. I uploaded it today. It's about Taiwan's great recall that is happening on the 26th of July. So in 2 days from now. So if you want to find out more about the Great Recall, then go and watch my video because it will explain everything about it. But just to let you know, this is a really massive, massive thing in Taiwan at the moment. And I'm actually blaming it for the poor performance of my videos because everybody's talking about this Great Recall. It's the only thing that people in Taiwan are focused on at the moment. So, yeah, until the 26th of this month, my videos aren't going to do too well, which is fine. I totally get it because this is really just a hugely important thing for Taiwan. You know, this is going to decide the fate of their country. This is going to decide the legislative yuan, Taiwan's version of parliament. If the Democratic Progressive Party can get more seats, they can actually pass new laws and actually get things done without being blocked constantly by the KMT and the TPP who have more seats than them. It's really crazy that you've got a ruling party that can't get new laws and things pushed through in the legislature. They can't get things pushed through because the opposition has formed a coalition with a smaller party and they now have more seats and they effectively have more power than the actual administration that won the election. It's absolutely mental what's going on right now. So this great recall, 31 KMT officials, party members who are in different districts around Taiwan, they are getting recalled. Hopefully they're going to collect enough signatures so they can have a whole new vote, like a referendum, and they can possibly change the outcome of what the legislature looks like right now. And yeah, so I just want to quickly say good luck to Taiwan this Saturday, and I hope everything goes smoothly. And let's hope that you can get this sorted out. Yeah, but this is really an exciting time for Taiwan, and I think it offers a really interesting perspective on Taiwan's democracy. And it definitely, when contrasting that with China, you can definitely say that they are two separate places, two different countries. Taiwan and China, they're not the same. And China would never be able to have a great recall because they can't even vote for their leaders. They can't even have an election. They just get a dictator, right? So, yeah, this really shows us how different Taiwan really is. And yeah, let's hope that it goes smoothly and good luck, Taiwan. Okay, guys, that is all for today. I'm going to take a few minutes now to look at the chat. I'm sorry I've been neglecting you, but I'm back. Let's see the chat. All right. The year in Taiwan right now is 114. Yeah, they do that weird thing, don't they? Well, I say weird thing. It's not weird in Taiwan, but yeah. It's like the lunar calendar or whatever. I remember like when I was signing a contract and I was like, that's not the date. What the hell? I had no idea because I'm dumb. So yeah. Anyway, let's see. 114 years. Exactly. Let's see. If any party in any country pushes laws through, they can be held accountable if it doesn't work well. If they do nothing, they get in less trouble. Yeah, that's the thing. What the KMT has done, though, is just crazy, crazy, and disturbing. You know, they've really tried to undermine the legislative process in Taiwan. They've tried to destroy it, actually. Really, they've tried to destroy it. They cut the annual budget and they cut defense spending, which is really, really bad considering China is constantly threatening to invade Taiwan. And then their legislators go off to China to meet up with China's number 4 man, Wang Huning. They met up with him and just listened to his bullshit where he was saying that we are one family, we are all Chinese, and we want to have better cooperation. Meanwhile, they're threatening to invade every single day. Yeah, it's just ridiculous what the KMT is doing, trying to take on Taiwan's constitutional court, trying to change it so they cannot step in and when they try to push laws through the constitutional court, it acts as like this security barrier so that they can have a fair shake. But the KMT they've passed this other law very quickly that basically gives the constitutional court no power. So yeah, it's really mad what's going on there. Okay, let's see. Time goes so fast. Time goes so fast. It does. Okay. I am Spartacus. The Anglosphere has gone bonkers just lately. Yeah, man. That's probably another subject for a different video, probably. A subject for a video, because it really has. CCP is a traitor. CCP is an unelected traitor. They were never elected, right? It was just a power grab. Okay, status of the mega embassy. Good question. No idea what's going on with it. Haven't heard any news about it. So hopefully that means it's not happening. The KMT forgot they were fighting the CCP. Exactly. They're the ones that had the civil war against the CCP. They're the ones that fled to Taiwan because they didn't want to be part of that. And now they're almost becoming allies with them and doing their bidding. I mean, it's just mental. What is going on? Okay, let's see. Okay, Mike. Lewis, I have some happy news to share with all my friends here. I'm going to be a grandfather and my grandchild will know all about Taiwan's struggles against the CCP. Nice. Yeah, congratulations, mate. Congratulations. When is your son or daughter, whoever it is, when are they expecting? That's some really, really good news, man. Congratulations. Okay, let's see. I'm just looking at comments that I want to read. That's funny. If it's a boy, will its names be Louis, Xi Jinping? No, Xinping, no. Do not do that, man. I mean, Louis is an okay name, I guess. Yeah. Call it, get them to call it Taiwan number 1. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh no, don't call it Mao Xin Yu, dude. The kid will, I mean, babies pick their noses, right? So maybe you could call it Mao Xin Yu. Jasmine says China plays a long game. They plant influences and let them develop for years. Yeah, they do, but they're not crazy Doctor Evil kind of supervillain, they're actually kind of bumbling idiots, to be perfectly honest with you. They're not playing 4D chess or anything, you know. They're just evil. They're just evil and selfish and narcissistic. All of the great traits of a sociopath. That's the CCP. And yeah, they are playing the long game. Jinping has a ring about it, Mike. No, do not name your child after Xi Jinping. Please. Please. Okay. CCP is a foreign entity, not Chinese. Exactly. Where the hell does communism come from? Right? It doesn't come from China. This is not a Chinese historical traditional thing, is it? It comes from Karl Marx, right? It's a Western creation, this whole communist thing. So yeah, what the hell, you know? The CCP, they're not sticking to traditional Chinese values there, are they? By adopting communism, a Western philosophy, a Western political philosophy. Congratulations, Grandpa Mike. Mike is an old grandpa. Yeah, it's great though when a new one comes into the family. I recently got myself a new nephew. Well, actually, a year ago now. But yeah, it's great. You gotta love spending time with these kids. Ah, man, yeah, it just makes you feel old though. Especially when, like, like my nephew, he's 11. I've got another nephew who's 11 now, and yeah, like I'm letting him watch all of the cool films that I watched when I was a kid, and he loves them. It's great to see that he loves like these films. Like we watched like Terminator 2 together, and just all of the classics, right? But it's funny because like some of these films that I'm showing him now would be like somebody when I was a kid showing me a film from the 1950s. Something like that, right? Yeah. Yeah, it would be. It would be. And it makes you feel old, man. It really does. Like, wow. Yeah, getting old. But yeah, congratulations, Grandpa Mike. Okay. Yeah, good man. Please, please do not do that. Please do not do that. Mike, are you a young grandpa? No, I reckon Mike's about, he must be 80, 85 or something. Ah, son in January next year. Oh, okay, cool. So it's your son, and it will be in January next year. So youngest someone can be a grandpa is 36 years old. Okay. Call your grandson country of Taiwan. That'd be such a weird name. Okay. During the Cold War, KGB had inherited and funded the anti-nuke. This, yeah, oh, cool. Sorry, I'm not really gonna read that, but cool. Uh, yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I like being an uncle. I like being an uncle best because you can do all of the cool stuff and you don't have to put up with all of the bullshit. So it kind of works out well for me. Yeah, I'm kind of selfish. I just like want all of my time for me. So yeah, but yeah, it's awesome that you're having a grandchild. So yeah, so Mike is 50. Oh, you're not that much older than me then, really. 85. Yeah, I don't think he's that old really. Um, yeah, yeah, Mike's not that old. I don't think Mike's that old. Yeah, yeah, he's pretty young. Pretty young. That's pretty young. Pretty young to be a grandpa as well, actually, thinking about it. Like, I couldn't imagine. Yeah, I guess. Yes. Well, it is possible, right? Okay, but yeah, we have to treat Mike with reverence because he is so ancient. Yeah, the thing is, like, everybody loves Mike on all of these streams. I see Mike, he comments on almost every other YouTuber that talks about the CCP. In all of their comments, I think I always see Mike making a comment. He contributes a lot, so he's a pretty awesome guy. We're lucky to have him in the community. He's like all over the place, though. He's a bit of a CCP, anti-CCP. What's the word I'm looking for? Like he's just all over. the internet on different YouTubers' videos. What would a word for that be? I'm kind of losing the ability to think here. You know, when you've just been doing like a 50-minute live stream and you have to do all of the talking. But yeah, anyway, Mike is all over the place. Well, I wouldn't say he's God or a god. Close though, close to a god. Maybe a demigod. I don't know. Keep yourself up to date on the CCP, and I love sharing information. Yeah, no, it's cool, man. It's totally cool. I think it's great. Like I've seen you on a lot of other videos. Like, cause I watch. Who do I watch? I watch. Sometimes I watch. What's his name? China Insider with David Jung, because he's kind of cool. I like him. And I watch obviously I watch Winston and Matt on the China show because they're my mates. Um, I watch Sometimes I watch Chopsticks and Trains when he does a video about China, but I'm not too into his stuff where he's like going around like the poorest white city in America or whatever. I'm not really that interested in that, but I'm interested in his views on China, especially because he lives there. So I watch his stuff. China Uncensored, I stopped watching them a while back. They have interesting content, but it's quite often sensationalized and very clickbaity. So I kind of stopped watching them a while back because most of the news that they talk about, I've probably already read about elsewhere or been told about when somebody sent me a message. So yeah, I don't really watch them anymore, but they are good. They've got some good content, and the host is Chris Chappell. He's a funny guy, you know. He's very good. It's like watching Saturday Night Live or something, but it's all about China. And yeah, he's a great host. But yeah, I stopped watching them. Just couldn't be asked anymore. Let's see. Kevin Tao is a good channel. I'll check it out. Okay, Mr. Chopsticks needs to get the hell out of Dodge. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think he loves China though, right? So I guess he's going to stay, and I think he's possibly like married to a Chinese woman. So I think, yeah, I think probably probably needs to stay there. Mm-mm-mm. Jennifer Zung and Lei breaks lots of CCP news. Yeah, Jennifer Zung, she does a good job of like translating stuff into English. So yeah, so that way, like a massive a Western audience can watch her videos. Yeah, she's good. She's good. Let's see. Ken Tao answers his comments too. He works hard. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't generally answer comments on videos now because yeah, like I just just can't be bothered like answering all of these comments, Like I'm more into like making the content. It is I do answer some. I usually try to answer like channel members and that kind of thing. But like too many people comment and it's usually like similar stuff, so you can't answer every one of them. Like you should see like man, like my Instagram, like seriously guys, I have way too many messages on Instagram. Like let me show you. Like, it's crazy, like, all of these message requests. Let me just see if I can get it up here. Come on, load up. Yeah, like, literally, guys, like, this is my Instagram, and all of these are message requests. It just goes on forever, forever, and it's too bright, but you can kinda see it's kinda good that it's bright because it doesn't. But look, all of these are message requests. It just goes on and on and on. Even more, look. Message requests. I can't answer all of them. I've got thousands in there. It's crazy. So yeah, I try not to answer comments unless it's like a really juicy one from a little pink, and then yeah, of course I have to, right? Hey, they twisted my arm, you know. Yeah. Okay. Chopsticks showed his face in one video. I didn't notice that. Lewis, any word on Prime Corey? He's gone dark on YouTube. He had mentioned that he had a family member with health issues. If you talk to him, please tell him I hope he's doing okay. Yeah, I will do, mate. Will do. I haven't heard from him for a while. Like, what happens with Corey is he does a lot of videos, then he like just stops doing them, and then he comes back. I think he's got like a real job, full time, sort of Monday to Friday gig, so he's quite busy in his regular life. He doesn't have time to be doing content, and I think for him, like if there was like more incentive, like if his videos were performing very well, I think he would do it. I think he would do it more. But I think at this stage on YouTube, I don't think like he doesn't get a lot of views, so it's kind of like the incentive isn't really there to keep pushing out content, especially because he's working full time as well. So he would be using a lot of his free time to do that. So yeah, but yeah, it'd be cool if he put out more videos. I like his videos when he does them. But yeah, I'll tell him you said hey. Uh, I can see comments. Yeah, they are, man. They are. They are. I like when Lewis answers the Wu Mao comments. Yeah, I usually do that. It's annoying though. I should really focus on the positive stuff and like reward positive engagement and actually, talk to people who actually like my videos. But I tend to waste time focusing on the negative and like, oh god, sorry, let me just get comfortable. My back is starting to ache. I'm getting old, guys. Oh my god. But yeah, it's just weird. Why do I focus on the negative? I think I just want to like tell them what the deal is. I just want to tell them like the truth because like I'm sick of their bullshit. But yeah, it's impossible to answer comments. Like at one point when I was living in Taiwan and I had my YGZ Taiwan YouTube channel, I used to make it a point to answer every single comment. And it was hard. It was really hard. But I really prided myself on doing it. But now I just get too many, so I can't. Uh, yeah, it's like too time consuming. Free China, would you fly to China? No way, dude. God, that deserves a laugh from J. Jonah Jameson.
You serious?
Are you serious? Are you serious? No way, man. Never fly to China just to see what happens. Do you think I want to go to prison? Do you think I want to like be taken in, questioned, and go through like a nightmare? No, never, man. Oh yeah, yeah. I fancy a laugh today. I'll just fly to China. Come on, man. Why don't you fly to China and show them your channel name? Let's see what happens, dude. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing that, man. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's see. Content creators have to create content. I agree. I agree. And that's the main reason why Prime in China's channel probably doesn't do very well because he puts out a series of videos, people get interested, then he just disappears and then like waits for a long time and then comes back. It's not consistent. There's no consistency there. You have to always put out content like every single week, at least once or twice. So that's what happens. He did this whole series where he did like a video every day. It was great. and then he just stopped. Went like AWOL, missing in action, MIA. Let's see. Communists equal narcissists. Indeed, indeed. Yes, in Cambodia, he showed his face on the video. I never saw that, but yeah, I think he should delete that video. And yeah, because the CCP shills will be all over that. Yeah, exactly. He put out a great series about the CCP's bullshit, and then he just disappeared, right? He disappeared like Hu Jintao. He disappeared like a critic of the CCP living in China. Okay, and that's not even a laughing matter. Okay, totally understandable about his time. Yeah, he works a full-time job. Like I get it. I get it. You know. Uh, Chopsticks enjoyed eating fried grasshoppers and tarantulas in Cambodia. Hey, there's something for everyone, each to their own, right? I've eaten some pretty disgusting food as well, so can't really knock him for that. Hey, you keep writing really long comments, dude. Southeast Asia had to go through a lot of shit due to commies, like the Malayan Communist Party of Camp whatever, Vietnam Communist Party, and Workers' Party of Laos, and they were all yeah, exactly. They were all funded by Mao, probably. I ate a scorpion once. It was fine. Yeah, I've tried scorpion. It wasn't live though. It was like it being cooked. It was pretty good. Okay, they can't handle the truth. Indeed. Cambodia is a running dog of the CCP. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they got a tiger chair waiting for me, man. Like, strap me in. Don't ever buy the narrative that the Chinese nationals say that China is peaceful. Hey, man, look, they're definitely not peaceful. I mean, they're threatening Taiwan, right? There's nothing peaceful about that. I miss China a lot, but I won't go back. Sure, there's things to miss about it. Absolutely, there are. I'd be lying if I said that I didn't miss China because I lived there for 7 years, right? Of course, I miss things about living there. But, knowing everything that I know about the CCP, I wouldn't want to go back there. I wouldn't want to support that. Back when I lived there, I was kind of selfish, naive, and a bit of an idiot, to be perfectly honest with you. I was just, yeah, living in my own world when I lived there. And then when I went to Taiwan, I realized I saw the truth. I saw the light. It was like, oh, and then all of a sudden I realized my purpose in life. No, okay, it wasn't like that. Yeah, I miss China too. I do. I really do. But I would never go back there. Not under the current administration, anyway. If things change, sure. Yay. Listen to Free China. Thanks, dude. Walk in the streets of Beijing with the Taiwan flag. Yeah, exactly. That was one of the recommendations on that stupid inspiration thing on YouTube Studio. Maybe I should do a video about that because it was so dumb. No doubt China has a file on you. I don't think they do necessarily. I don't know. I don't think I'm big enough for that at the moment. However, I have done a few things to piss them off, I think, especially the video where I went to the visa office. I don't think they enjoyed that one. And maybe the speeches that I did for Taiwan in Geneva, and maybe the speeches that I've done outside the mega embassy. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that they know who I am. But anyway, whatever. Mr. Gao, my heart goes out to you. I cannot imagine having to leave my Canada for anywhere else. I hope you have a peaceful life where you are. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Lewis doesn't want to end up like poor Toby in a Toby is not in a tiger chair in Xinjiang or a CCP embassy. He's perfectly fine at home chilling. I really do want him to get back behind the camera at some point. That would be awesome. I really, really hope that he can because Toby is like the best cameraman. So yeah. Okay, let's see. About the great recall. Yeah, okay, the great recall. Let's hope it goes well. Taiwan, 加油, 加油. Let's go, Taiwan. All right. Guys, you guys are really active today. What's going on, man? Like, what's with all the messages? Usually, like, you don't message anything. Like, what is the crack? Why? Why are you messaging so much? I don't get it. Like, what? Let's see. 你不懂英文吗？不好意思，不好意思，我的直播都是英文的，哎，因为我的国语不好，不好意思。But next week, no, in a couple of days, I will put subtitles on this, the automatic subtitles. Okay, scorpions. Oh my god. Yeah, I've tried scorpions. I've tried. Oh man, I've had some really weird food in China. Like seriously, some serious weird shit. Like I don't even want to talk about it. It will make me like feel queasy or something. Yuck. Oh man, I'm starting to feel ill just thinking about it. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Lewis and Pinkway. How's it going? It's still early. It is early. I miss poor Toby. Great behind the camera and scares the little pinkies from attacking Lewis. Yeah, like Toby is like quite a tough dude actually. Like I would not want to fuck with Toby. So yeah, I think when the little pinks saw him, they were probably like, "Oh shit." Yeah, and he did an awesome job on that Cambridge video, right? I mean, that's my most watched video, and yeah, Toby was a part of that. So yeah, he was amazing that day. Just great, and great company as well. It's past your bedtime. My God, like what? Where are you, Headley? Are you in the UK? Only 8:30, dude. 9 o'clock. Let's see. It is the T-shirt, Lewis. What T-shirt? Sorry, T-shirt. Sorry, have I missed something? Did you eat sparrows or dogs? Yeah, I tried dog actually, and snake, and yeah, there was some other stuff. Like there was this. Oh man, there was this drink that I got. It was like an alcoholic. It was labeled that it was whiskey, but then when you read the back of it, I didn't read the back of it. I just bought it because it was like 4 RMB, like which is about a quid, $1 or something. It's not a lot of money. That's probably an indicator that you shouldn't buy it because it's so fucking cheap. But I bought it anyway, and like I took it. I went to my friend Chris. Do you know Chris? Kurdafu. He's been on the live stream. My friend in Canada. I went to stay with him for a while. I went to his house with it, and then we looked at the back. I think it was with Chris. It might not have been. Anyway, it's not important to the story, but we looked at the back, and on the back, this whiskey or this alcohol contained the penis extracts of 5 different animals. So it was this kind of like traditional Chinese medicine hocus pocus bullshit, where they think if they drink the penis juice. The penis juice. Sorry, not the penis juice. Okay, it wasn't jizz. But I think if they drink like the extracts of a penis of another animal, that it will give them vitality and strength. And when they go to the bedroom, they'll be a freaking animal, you know? When I read that at the back, I'd actually finished drinking half of the fucking bottle and I was just mortified. I was like, "Oh my god." So yeah, you eat some crazy things. Okay. Toby runs West Side Stains. He's the governor. Yeah, he's a legend. Uh, the KMT needs to really listen to Free China. The KMT can just do one. Okay. Sounds like something you find in a dark alley. Horlicks. Oh god, I didn't even think about that one. That's a good one, dude. That's a good joke. Okay. This shirt. What about this shirt? What? Is it offensive? Is the shirt offending you guys? Okay. This like lots of emojis or something? It's too loud. Too load. Do you mean loud? Yay. Yes, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I think my shirt is offending you guys or something? I don't know. So somebody in the chat is asking if anybody wants to go to Qingdao East Road tomorrow outside the Legislative Yuan in Taiwan. They want somebody to accompany them. I always went alone to support before. I don't know if I can help you with this because I think everybody in here is English speaking only generally. So yeah, I saw lots of dead dogs for food in rural Jiangxi. Yeah, dude, like I ate dog when I was living in Dalian. Oh my god, it was just it was just disgusting. I feel really like sick for doing that actually, especially now because I'm a vegetarian. So just the thought of it, just I can't believe I did it. You know. Let's see, Lewis, you speak Wang Hu Ning name very well. Yeah, really? Thank you. And on a meat hook in a supermarket in a town in Hunan. Oh god, when I was in the city called Nanning, which is where that Guelo 60 guy lived, I saw like crocodile meat, alligator meat in Walmart. Like you know where all the meat would be on display? There's a freaking like dead alligator or crocodile or something. Yeah, it was pretty disgusting. That's a sentence I never thought I'd hear. I saw loads of dead dogs for food. Yeah, exactly. The fuck? Penis extract? I'm not even kidding. Seriously. Because of the t-shirt, we are so active today. Yeah. This is the shirt of happiness. I've had too much to drink. I can't spell anymore. Jizz-free penis juices. Ew. Did it make you strong like bull? No, it did not. It made me want to throw up, and I felt horrible. Okay, too loud. The shirt. I couldn't remember how to spell it. Ignore load. That's all right, dude. Yeah, it's loud, but it's a cool shirt. I like it. All right. I mean, come on, look at the design. You know what? This shirt is from. I believe it's actually a vintage one from the 1960s. And just look at that design. Like it's look at it. Look. So cool. Come on. That is an amazing Hawaiian shirt, you know. These are hard to come by these days. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Great shirt. Thank you, mate. All right, guys. As much as I would love to stay, it is time for me to wrap up So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Do me a favor, write a comment in the actual comments section if you could. Just something simple like, I enjoyed the stream today. That would really help me out because nowadays YouTube is really focusing on engagement on videos. And the more engagement a video gets, i.e., if you press the like button, which I hope you've done, by the way. If you haven't, please press the like button. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's anonymous. No one will know that you liked it apart from you. So yeah, press the like button because YouTube is focusing more on engagement. So the more engagement you get, then the more your videos get boosted. So if you could do me a favor in the future, if you could just give me a like for my new videos and write a comment, even if you don't usually comment, just anything will do. Even if you just comment like a happy face emoji or something, then it would really, really help me out. So that would be awesome. So yeah, guys, do me a favor and do all of that on this stream as well. Cheers, guys. Okay, well, that's it for today's stream. I'm going to roll the outro. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been one of the better streams in a while, so thank you all for contributing and staying active in the chat. It's just great to chill out with you guys and have an awesome conversation because we've got a really good community here. Sometimes I feel really, really lucky that I've built this great community and all of you guys have come along and joined in and made it what it is today. So thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna cry. Anyway, guys, see you all in the next one. And it's time for the outro. Let's roll it.